And here we go. What's everyone? It's me, the Bat Fan. It is Wednesday. I'm gonna go over some of the week's games. I'm not gonna make my picks yet. I'm gonna wait tomorrow. I'm gonna make my Thursday night pick, and then Friday I'm gonna make my weekend picks. Hopefully by Sunday I'll have enough subscribers where I can go live and do like a pregame because just in case any new injury news or all that comes out, that'll be good. Almost there, just started, and I'm almost, got the stuff. So thank you guys, thank everybody that's following. If you're watching and you like, hit that subscribe button. It'll really help, grow the channel. All right. I feel like a tool saying that because everybody does that, like and subscribe, but whatever. It does help. Um, I like talking about football because football is the best sport out there. And if you don't agree, this is probably not the channel for you. But anyway, the first game that's on the slate for this week is the Vikings versus the Eagles. What I really want to see is if the Vikings can come back. I mean, my cat. They moved the ball very well against the Bucks. It was just like key turnovers, and their defense in the first half looked good. In the second half, they didn't look as good. That secondary, Tampa left some points on the board because Baker Mayfield missed some throws. Mike Evans seemed open almost every time he got the ball thrown to him. So I want to see what A.J. Brown and Smith can do. Hurts. It could be an interesting game. It's a definite must. If the Vikings want to win their division, they can't start 0-2. The Eagles, it's a must win for the Eagles too. Look about basically this young in the season. The Eagles, and if they want to separate, because those Cowboys looked very good, and if I was the Eagles, I'd want to win. Of course, all teams want to win, but sometimes they put the extra effort in. It is a short week for both teams, but that being said, it's a short week for both of them, so it doesn't really matter. There's no advantage on that. Green Bay versus the Falcons. This could be a snooze fest. Two young quarterbacks. The Falcons are trying to make an identity. I don't really know about their quarterback. I don't really trust him. I don't see why people pick the Falcons to win the South. I think they're actually the worst team in the South. I mean, talent-wise, they don't. It's not like they have talent all across the board. They have London, who whatever on week one, and Pitts, he didn't really do anything week one, and Robinson, the rookie. It seems like they're banking on him being a superstar, which he looks the part, but the team itself is kind of like, those beans you get at a barbecue, when you're eating your barbecue food up. It seems like a good idea, but it comes out real shitty. So that's what I feel about the Falcons situation. I don't think they're gonna make playoffs. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I watched the game. They have like nothing. Really, it's very boring. I'm trying to run the ball, and their quarterback, Ritter's not very good. So, their defense is subpar. I mean, I'm not. Bates, safety Bates is very good, but name someone else on that defense. Yeah, okay, exactly. I don't really know too many people on the Falcons because, well, they suck, so. Uh, the Bears versus the Bucks. If the Bucks win, they'll be 2-0. Justin Fields, I'd like to see what's going to happen with him. I'm definitely going to tune into this game. If I was not a Bucks fan, I'd probably look at this game and be like, well, who cares? Both these teams suck. But I'm going to watch because it's my team. So, let's see if Baker Mayfield can win 2 in a row. Justin Fields. That Green Bay game, yeah, they lost, and they kind of got smoked. but he did look as a better passer the first half of that game. Then they got behind and they started getting desperate, and his turnovers, I don't really blame him for his turnovers. If the Bears are going to try to make a playoff push, they did have the worst record in the NFL last year. But if they are going to try to get some type of like winning momentum, it could start here against the Bucs. You know, the Bucs have, like, other than Winfield, our secondary. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, Davis is a good corner. No, he's not. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm telling you, he's not a good corner. Neither is Dean, and we overpaid for both of them. So now we're stuck with them. The Bucs needs draft corners next year. That would be smart. It's very smart. Or if Deion Sanders' son falls to us in the draft him. Please draft him. I'm begging you. Baker Mayfield will never take us to a Super Bowl. And how much longer are we going to have those weapons on offense? Please, and Buccaneers, please, re-sign Mike Evans. Can you do this for me? All I want for Christmas. Seattle versus Detroit's the next game on the slate. Seattle ruined a lot of people's tickets last week. They just didn't seem like they were in sync. And that one play when Aaron Donald got in real fast, and you just see, Geno Smith, he literally said, "What the fuck?" Like, you saw it. Like, I could read lips. My man definitely said, "What the fuck?" But Seattle's going to be a good team. Detroit's hot. They beat Kansas City. Is Detroit too, on themselves to, win this game? Maybe they'll overlook Seattle because how bad Seattle looked week 1. But Seattle's a good team. They have weapons. Geno, he was good last year. I know the other years of his career, he was garbage. But, he's been in the NFL for a long time for a reason. He has tools, so. And Carroll's a good coach. I'll keep an eye on this game. I think this might have game of the week. Look at it. It might have, the gameplay to become game of the week. I don't know. I am definitely going to keep an eye on it, especially if the Bucs game becomes a snoozer. I might just turn to that game. We got the Raiders versus Buffalo. Buffalo has to win. That's it. Buffalo has to win. The Raiders, they beat Denver last week in a boring ass game. It wasn't. So if the Raiders beat Buffalo, are the Raiders for real? I feel like the Raiders a lot of years start off hot, and then at the end of the season they die. But now Tom Brady's a partial owner, and he probably won't put up with that shit. Maybe LA will become New England number 2 with, the coach, and now Tom Brady over there, and even Jimmy G. That winning culture, maybe that's what they're trying to bring to the Raiders. We'll see. Buffalo should blow them out. I mean, the Raiders don't have a secondary. Their quarterback's Jimmy, so he might get hurt. Most likely he will get hurt. He's like the modern day Chad Pennington. He's soft as glass. If you blow on Jimmy G, he's out for 2 weeks. The Colts versus the Texans. Now, I am definitely going to watch this game. I want to see Anthony Richardson and Stroud go head to head. That's pretty awesome. That's the future of that division is that's going to be a nice little rivalry through the years. I feel like Anthony Richardson is in a better situation. He has a better offensive line, better defense. He has a better supporting cast right now than Stroud. And I just want to see how they perform. I feel like Anthony Richardson's going to have a better game because Stroud's going against a pretty good defense, and the Texans' defense sucks. So they can't hold a snowflake. They're pathetic. the reason why the Ravens didn't score 95 points is because of idiocracy and, self-inflicted wounds with fumbles and uh, tripping calls and false starts, and it's the first week of the season, so that Texans defense is bad. The Ravens versus the Bengals. I have no idea. That's the next game on the slate, is the Ravens versus the Bengals. I have no idea why the NFL has this game at 1 p.m. and they have the Cowboys. I hate the bias about the Cowboys. Cowboys always get the 4 o'clock game of the week game. All right, I get it. You're America's team. I don't know why, and people. I don't know why people give to that brand their America's team. They're not America's team. More Americans can't stand the Cowboys than like the Cowboys. I mean, if I was gonna pick an American's team, I would pick the Patriots. Their colors are literally red, white, and blue, and they're called the Patriots. That would be better branding for America's team than the Cowboys. All right, but sorry. The Bengals looked bad week 1. They looked bad. I know people are saying it was raining and we didn't, Joe didn't play all preseason. He was hurt. Yeah, the Bengals got handled week 1. Now, the Ravens won. If the Ravens go into Cincinnati and win, this is a must-win for the Bengals because their division is so good that they have to win. All these little games in the beginning matter. I mean, I know the Ravens the last couple of years had first place, and then Lamar got hurt, and they still went into the playoffs, but they didn't go far, obviously, because Lamar Jackson wasn't playing. But that's what this division is going to be, so close with all these teams. The AFC North, they have to win. The Bengals cannot start the season 0-2, and then the Ravens start 2-0 and have a 1-game lead in the division with them, because that's a big thing. That's a big thing. The Chiefs versus the Jags. This has got to be, is this going to be a bounce back game for the Chiefs? Is Kelsey going to play? We know Jones got signed. What is Tony going to drop 7 passes? Tony, listen, bro, lick your fingers, catch the ball, man. I mean, that's what you get paid for. That's like, I'm a nurse. If I go to work and I don't take care of people, I'll get fired. You're a wide receiver in the NFL. Catch the damn ball, like Keyshawn Johnson said. He said throw me the damn ball, but you just gotta catch the ball. Put your hands like this. Catch with your hands. Don't catch with your body. That's the first thing you teach like little baby kids. Don't catch the ball with the body. Catch it with your hands. He has the highest percentage of drops since he's gotten into the league at 11%. Shout out to Pat McAfee Show. Thank you for telling me that today. So it's like, is this going to improve? When he has the ball in his hand, yeah, he's magical. He can make plays, but you got to catch the ball. You got to catch the ball. Kadarius, Tony. All right, from me to you, just telling you, bro. Catch the ball, make some moves, get paid. First you get like a nice millions, like $10 million a year contract. Why don't you then, if you want to drop the ball, drop the ball. Just get your money first. I know you already got your Super Bowl, so they can never take that away from you, and you were a big reason why they won the Super Bowl. But just catch the ball, all right? I mean, I know I'm just a short, fat, white guy. Yeah. You're definitely a better athlete than me, but I just want you to catch the ball, bro. I just like watching good football, and what you did last week was not good football. All right. The Jags. The Jags win. Do they become a favorite in people's eyes for a Super Bowl run? Fuck no. Sorry. I'm not a Jaguar hater. I'm just not a believer right now. I think they're just too young. And I know Doug Peterson's a great coach and everything. I know Ridley had a really good week last week. I don't like their receiving core. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. I just don't like it. I just don't see that guy that, like, if it's 4th and 5, it's like I'm gonna throw him the ball and he's gonna get it. Ingram, no, I don't know. We'll see. They do have, like, I feel like they have a receiving core of all number 2 receivers. So, like, they have a bunch of really good number 2 receivers, but not real number 1. And, well, that's how I think. The 49ers versus the Rams. Rams pulled the upset of the week last week. Some people might say the Jet game, but I picked the Jets to win, so that wasn't an upset for me. I mean, I was upset in the first quarter when Aaron Rodgers went down. I was like, fuck, I lost my money. But then they won. I was like, oh, shit, I won. I just took them straight up with no points. Thank you, Zach Wilson. But the Rams were, to me, they did the upset of the week. It was probably their best football they've played in, like, since they won the Super Bowl. Their defense looked good. Their offense looked good. Seattle couldn't get to the passer, and the Rams' defensive line was just filthy, just disgusting. I mean, but then you had the 49ers who spanked the Steelers. That everybody thought the Steelers were going to be this great team, which they still can be. It was just week 1, but holy, bro, the 49ers beat the Steelers like freaking YouTubers. Jake Paul beats YouTuber fighters, bro. Like, they whooped them. They whooped them so bad. It was nuts. Like, there's nothing other than the sacks that they gave up. There was nothing you could say bad about that 49er team. They whooped some ass. I mean, thoroughly. Like, the Steelers' asses probably still hurt from that. Like, if I was the Steelers, I'd be like Kadarius Toney and shut off all my social network. That's how you know any sports player is doing really bad. They cancel all their social networks down because they don't want to hear the noise. But bro, you're a professional player. You know, you're gonna hear the noise. The noise is coming when you fuck up. That's just, I feel bad for you for a little bit, but then I'm like, this motherfucker is getting paid millions of dollars to play a game. Don't feel bad. I know it sucks having to get, criticized. I would hate getting criticized like that, but it's just what comes with the territory, So, I don't know if that's going to be a good game, but like I said, I will have my picks Friday. Friday, I'm going to do my picks. I'm going to do my Thursday night pick tomorrow before the game. The Giants versus Cardinals. The Giants need a bounce back game, and look at how perfect is that they're playing the Cardinals, who I think probably won't win a game this year. They just blew up that roster. I don't know what they think they're going to do with Kyle Murray. It seems like they're going for the number 1 draft pick. And that team, they just got rid of everything good on that team, and now the Giants are coming in, and the Giants need to win. The Giants need to win. Danny Jones needs to have a good game, because other than him winning the award for he really fucking sucks, he needs to show the Giants. It's going to get really loud in New York if the Giants lose to the Cardinals, and that New York media, the New York fans are going to be like, why are we paying this quarterback $40 million? We could have paid Barkley his $15 million a year, got a veteran quarterback for cheaper, right? And invested in better offensive line play. But, they didn't do that. That was my whole mindset. It's like, why are you paying this fucking guy $40 million? He's not worth $40 million. He's not worth $40 million. Does he have tools? Yeah, he has tools. But to me, he's just not a good quarterback. He's not. and now they have to eat that $40 million a year for God. Oh, I forget. Was it 3, 4 years? That sucks. That really blows. I mean, other than that, though, who cares about this game? Other than the Giants needing to win. I mean, so New York isn't like loud. They, I was like, they need to win. They definitely need to win. So, the next game on the slate is the Jets versus the Cowboys. The Jets, they surprised everybody, beat Buffalo. The Cowboys beat the donkeys out of the Giants. The Cowboys might be just do what the Cowboys do, and they win one big game and then they get embarrassed the next week. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe this is seeing if this Cowboy team is mature. The Jets are going to play good defense. We know that. That's what they do. They play really good defense. So it might be a stinker of a game. No, it might be a game that's like 7-3, because I don't think the Cowboys' offense is better than Buffalo's offense, and we get to see, what Zach Wilson is made of. If the Jets have no turnovers and can keep the game close, can Wilson have a game-winning drive again? That's what I got to see. Will Dak have turnovers? Turnovers plagued Dak last year, so we have to see what's going to go on there. Washington versus Denver. I'll talk about this game. Russell Wilson needs to win. The Commanders, they won last week. They beat the Cardinals. If they want to stay in the NFC East race, they'll have to beat Denver. It's in Denver. I don't see, like, Sean Payton's definitely wants to win this game. I don't think Washington's better than has more talent than the Raiders, but Washington's front four can give Denver a problem, especially because they lost one of their offensive linemen for the year. That could be major key. That's what I'm really going to be looking for. Russell Wilson looked good week one, and if you say he didn't, then you're like a jackass. You're just a Russell Wilson hater. So Russell Wilson looked good. He looked like he had his stuff again. Sunday night's game is the Dolphins versus the Patriots. I'm definitely going to want to watch that game. I want to see if the Dolphins are going to put up like 600 yards offense again. The Patriots have a very good defense. They always have a very good defense. Their corners are young, and the speed that the Dolphins have. It is in New England, so if there's some bad weather, I'd like to see. It is that time of year where rainy weather is part of the northeast forecast constantly. So the Dolphins, like I said, I just want to see how they look against the Patriots. Patriots have to win. This is a game the Patriots have to win. If they're even thinking about going to the playoffs, they have to win this game right now. Especially after they saw how beatable Buffalo is. The Patriots for many years had the best defense in the NFC East. I mean, time has caught up. They still have very good coach defense. And Judon never gets talked. I mean, he does get talked about, but it's like they forget he's like a top 5 defensive player. He's a real game changer over there in New England. So, and then the Dolphins just have talent everywhere. They have talent everywhere. I mean, it's undersized talent, but it's talent everywhere. So that's a good game to look forward to. And then the first Monday night game, how blessed are we? We get 2 games on Monday night. The first one's the Saints versus the Panthers. I really don't care. I'll see Bryce Young play, I guess. I don't like the Saints and I don't like the Panthers. But, I mean, I'll watch their game because it's football. The Saints, I think obviously their favorite. Let's see if Bryce Young can have a bounce back game after the 2 interceptions. Like, when you're a young quarterback in the NFL, you're going to throw interceptions. It just takes time. I'm not worried about him. The bigger game on Monday night is the Browns versus the Steelers. The Browns, like I said, they handled Cincinnati. In the Battle of Ohio, they became Ohio's finest. They won. They won. I know the weather sucked, whatever, who cares? They still won. They beat, Joe Cool Burrow, who did not look that cool that game. I'm a Joe Burrow fan, though. Not a hater. Like you, Joe. Steelers, is this a must-win for? I don't know if this is a must-win for the Steelers, but I know for a fact the Steelers are not going to look like how they looked last week. Mike Tomlin is an excellent coach. He will be out there making sure that them boys are going to play hard. That's actually a really good game to cap off the week, is the Browns versus Steelers. I love the AFC North, and I love how physical that division is. It's like an old school football division. They like to smack each other's in the mouth. Very entertaining. I can't wait to see it. So that's me going over this week's games. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll have my Thursday night pick. I'll do a quick show, and then Friday I'll have my weekend picks. Thank you guys so much. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hopefully by the weekend I'll be able to do live shows. Bat fan out.